The effort-reward imbalance model of Siegrist. As a medical sociologist, Siegrist was astonished that relatively young people could die of heart diseases, and he looked at work as one of the causes of such diseases. In essence, he assumed that what you need to do at work and what you get in return are essential ingredients to understand why work can make you sick or might help and contribute to your health and well-being. He examined the balance or disbalance between efforts and rewards. Especially the disbalance between high efforts and low rewards would actually be problematic. What are these efforts? Well, it can be everything that requires effort from your work, like high workload, time pressure, having lots of responsibilities, needing to do lots of overtime, and being constantly interrupted or disturbed. Rewards would be things like salary, bonuses, but also self-esteem or support from colleagues, promotion, as well as security in one's job. As a medical sociologist, Siegrist moved away from the nitty-little gritty aspects of job design, and he looked more at the importance of work in people's life and within society. And this is why he looked at people's work role, which he considered to be the link between people's personal needs and the social structure. People indeed have fundamental or basic needs, including self-efficacy, they want to be good at something, self-esteem, they want to be recognized by others, and integration, they want to be a member of a team. The social structure actually would help support people to fulfill these needs. For example, through work, you can perform and do things. You get recognition because you are indeed establishing things at your work and you're integrated within the larger society as well as within your work relationships. But your position on the labor market actually may help or prevent you from having these needs met, because social stratification determines to which degree you find support for these needs within your job. Not everyone has as many opportunities to get these rewards, and thus to obtain well-being and health. For example, a carpenter might be as important for society as a doctor, but the latter gets more self-esteem and other rewards from society than the carpenter would do. And this might be problematic. According to Secrets, the degree to which your efforts and your broader set of rewards are in balance determines people's health and well-being. So he followed the principles of equity theory in stating that if there is a balance between efforts and rewards, people experience mastery, the feeling of yes, I can, and hence they would feel well and be healthy. However, if there's a continuous disbalance, this can decrease feelings of being in control or feelings of mastery, and this then might have negative health implications. First of all, such disbalance might lead to stress reactions of the autonomous nerve system. When this happens, our body is actively prepared for high achievement, yet it requires too much from our nervous system to keep up with this type of activity. We just can't be turned on the whole time. Secondly, apart from the stress reactions, a disbalance might also make us more prone to coronary diseases. Even after controlling for other biomedical factors such as hypertension and lifestyle such as smoking, alcohol, or weight, a disbalance between high efforts and low rewards in one's jobs might also predict a vulnerability for coronary diseases. A lot of activation without recovery is just detrimental, and which is also seen in research from recovery. Sometimes we just need to switch off, relax, do something else less exhausting, or learn some other skills. A disbalance might also lead to low psychological well-being. So, negative emotions, dissatisfaction, and even psychological problems such as depression. So yes, a disbalance between high efforts and low rewards might indeed be detrimental. What do you think would happen if there would be another disbalance, being the disbalance between low efforts and high rewards? Would you expect the same? Siegrist did not only consider people's work in and of itself, but also looked at people themselves and how they might influence their own well-being. While the balance between efforts and rewards is considered the external hypothesis of the effort-reward imbalance model, the issues with overcommitment are considered the internal hypothesis of the effort reward imbalance model. But what is overcommitment? Well, overcommitment is defined as having too much committed, being too strongly connected to work. It's an inability to detach from work, and probably this is due to a too big need for recognition. You're so committed to work because it is aligned with your identity, part of your identity, and you do it to get some rewards from others in terms of them considering you highly. There is a link between overcommitment and type A behavior. Type A people have a lot of ambition and also a high need for recognition. These are people who have a high level of arousal. So people with type A, they need to do quite a bit of stuff still, and they are really ambitious and they want to achieve their goals. This is quite different from people who are termed type B people, who are more relaxed, and if it's not today, then it is tomorrow. They have somewhat less ambition. Well, overcommitment might have several negative implications. First of all, it has a direct negative implication for health, probably due to the link of high arousal. But overcommitment also links to how many efforts you think you want to put in your job. Overcommitted people think their job is really important and they also want to put in a lot of effort. Interestingly, however, overcommitment also determines how much reward you want back from your job. So overcommitted people not only put in a lot of efforts, they also expect quite a bit in return. So overcommitment is also a personal factor that determines that you are more likely to experience this balance between your efforts and rewards. And hence, it also is an amplifier of the aforementioned effects. People who are overcommitment, they also are more inclined to experience a disbalance, but on top of that, they are also more vulnerable to, if they experience a disbalance, that this would have negative implications for their well-being and health, which is quite different from people who don't, who are not overcommitted to work.